Good morning, students. Myself, Mrs. Karuna Devi, the teacher of JDC Vidco English Medium High School from Nasik Road, welcomes you in the e-learning program of Kokla Education Society for the year 2020-21. Students, once again, I am here for the 8th standard mathematics of State Road for English Medium students. Friends, in that we have already started our unit number 17, that was circle, chord and arc. In that we were aware with the different type of the concepts of circles along with the properties of chord and arc. And we have also finished our practice set number 17.1. But here is time to go ahead and to learn about the practice set number 17.2, which is the last section of our syllabus. So let's go ahead. Now students, let's aware with a few most important concepts related to the arcs. The first one is the corresponding arcs. Here this is one of the figure of circle. In this figure, segment AB is the chord of the circle with center C. Arc AXB is the minor arc and arc AYB is a major arc. So these two arcs are called corresponding arcs of the chord AB. Even chord AB is called corresponding chord of arcs AXB and arc AYB, which are nothing but the minor and major arc which are created by the one and single chord, that is chord AB. So be aware with the concept of corresponding chords. Now students, let's move towards another most important concept, that is congruent arcs. Here we are having one diagram. Here is a circle with the center O, and in that we can see the two different angles are there. The angle AOB and angle COD. Both are having same measurement. So that we can write the measurement of angle AOB is equal to measurement of angle COD. As the both are having same measurement, that's why the arc which is shown by these two angles are also having same measurement. Therefore, the angle AOB is indicating the arc AXB and angle COD is indicating the minor arc CYD. So both are also having equal value. Therefore, arc AXB is congruent with the arc CYD. So students, from this we can come over the conclusion, that is, if the measures of two arcs of a circle are same, then arcs are congruent. It means the arcs those are having same measurement, they are congruent to each other. So let's use this information in our practice set number 17.2. Now students, this is our practice set number 17.2, which is given on the page number 118. So let's start it. Here is our first question. The diameter PQ and RS of the circle with the center C are perpendicular to each other at the point C. State why arc PS and arc SQ are congruent, that we have to explain, and write the other arcs which are congruent to arc PS. Even diagram is given. Just observe the diagram very carefully. Let's write the answer. Students, at first we have to write what is given into the question, that is, the diameter PQ and RS of the circle are perpendicular to each other at the center of C. That's why we got the four different angles of 90 degree. Let's write it. The measurement of angle PCS is equal to measurement angle SCQ is equal to measurement angle RCQ is equal to measurement angle PCR is equal to 90 degree, because all these four angles are having 90 degree measurement. Now students, if we will look carefully, then we can see that each one angle is having one arc which is just opposite to that only. So if the angle is having 90 degree, then the measurement of that arc is also 90 degree. So on the basis of that, measurement of arc PS is equal to measurement angle PCS is equal to 90 degree. This is our first statement. Similarly, the measurement of RQS is equal to measurement angle SCQ is also 90 degree, which is our second statement. Let's see towards the third angle, that is measurement of arc RQ is equal to measurement angle RCQ is equal to 90 degree. This is our third statement. And the fourth one is measurement arc PR is equal to measurement angle PCR is equal to 90 degree, which is our fourth statement. So students, from the above four statements, if we look towards the first and second statement, then we can come over the one conclusion, that is measurement of arc PS is equal to measurement arc SQ from the statement number 1 and 2. So therefore arc PS is congruent with the arc SQ, which is asked into the question. After that, we can able to see the statement number 1, 3 and 4, and we can come over the conclusion that all these arcs are having same measurement. Therefore, arc PS is congruent with the arc PQ and it is congruent with the arc PR also. It means that all these arcs are having same measurement. So students, this is a complete answer. If you want, you can take out the screenshot and write it systematically in your classwork notebook. Now students, let's move towards the question number 2 from the practice set number 17.2. Here the figure is given. The questions are asked which are based over the diagram. Let's see it. The question number 2. In the adjoining figure, O is the center of the circle whose diameter is MN. The measures of some central angles are given in the figure, hence find the following. In that, the first sub question is there, measurement of angle AOB and measurement angle COD. We have to find it. Now students, at first we have to write what is given into the question, that is segment MN is the diameter of the circle. Now students, you can see the carefully, that is angle MOA and angle AON are at the one side of the diameter. So we can also call them the angles in a linear pair, and the total of the linear pair angles are 180 degree. Therefore, measurement of angle MOA plus measurement of angle AON is equal to 180 degree. Now students, we can divide the angle AON in two parts, that is angle AOB and angle BON. Now we know the measurement of angle MOA is equal to 100 degree, that we are going to write at first. After that, among these two bracket angles, we know the measurement of angle BON, that is 35 degree, that we are going to write, and the rest of angle AOB will be as it is. Let's put the value. 100 degree plus measurement of angle AOB plus 35 degree is equal to 180 degree. Let's do the addition of 135. That is measurement of angle AOB is equal to 135 degree is equal to 180 degree. Let's send the 135 to the opposite side to subtract it from 180 degree. Therefore, we can get the answer, that is measurement of angle AOB is equal to 45 degree. Now students, we have to find out the measurement of angle COD. The similarly same process we have to do towards the opposite side or the another side of the diameter MN, and from that calculation we can got the measurement of angle COD is equal to 45 degree. If you want, you can take out the screenshot and write the answer properly in your notebook. Now students, let's see the second sub question. In that we have to show the arc AB is congruent with the arc CD. Let's see the answer. Here students, measurement of arc AB is equal to measurement of angle AOB is equal to 45 degree, which we find in our previous question only. As we know that the measurement of arc and the measurement of that corresponding chord angle is the similar one. That's why the AB is equal to measurement of angle AOB is equal to 45 degree. Similarly with the angle COD also, the measurement of arc CD is equal to measurement of angle COD is equal to 45 degree. Therefore, measurement arc AB is equal to measurement arc CD. Both are having same measurement, that is 45 degree. Hence we got the answer, that is arc AB is congruent with the arc CD because both the arcs are of same measurement. Take the screenshot and write the answer. Now students, let's move towards the last sub question, that is question number 3. Show that chord AB is congruent with the chord CD. As we have studied how to arc AB is congruent with the CD in the question number 2 only. On the basis of that, we will find out the answer very easily. Let's see the answer. Arc AB is congruent with the arc CD. On the similarly, we can write the answer, that is chord AB is also congruent with the chord CD because corresponding chords of the congruent arcs are congruent. So students, here this is the answer of third question. Write it properly in your notebook. Hey students, like this way our practice set number 17.2 is over. So students, in this way our unit number 17 is over. Even just after this unit we have miscellaneous exercise number 2, which is given on the page number 119 and 120 that you have to solve in your classwork notebook. Now students, here is time to note down your homework, that is to complete the practice set number 17.2 as well as the miscellaneous exercise number 2 in your classwork notebook. Hey students, here I am going to declare that our syllabus for 8th standard mathematics is over for the year 2020-21. Last but not least, take care children, keep smiling always, and thanks a lot for watching my videos throughout the year. Take care children.